We cannot keep supporting systems that turn our children into efficient machines and ourselves into obedient animals, kids, trained to perform, not to feel. Adults rewarded for endurance, not truth. We call it education. We call it work. We call it normal. But normal is just a habit, repeated long enough to stop being questioned. We are not fighting a system. Fighting only feeds it. This is not an enemy. It is a forgotten part of our own unconscious running on autopilot. Through our consent, our silence, and our participation. This is not rebellion. This is illumination.
The Matrix is not a machine.
It has no wires, no code, no center. The Matrix is an agreement.
A story repeated so often that it forgot it was fiction. We call it society. This is not oppression. This is cooperation without awareness. We call it society. We wake when told. We work for symbols. We obey rules we never questioned. And the strangest part, no one is forcing us. The subway car rattles, a metal beast swallowing the city's underbelly, packed with silent people. The cage is invisible because we built it together, brick by brick, belief by belief. The system doesn't run on power, it runs on participation.
The Matrix is not a place. It's a social agreement, pretending to be reality. Society is the Matrix. Not the people in charge, not a secret room, not a villain in a chair. Society is the operating system. And here's the punchline. It runs on volunteers.
What the Matrix actually is, the Matrix is shared stories taken as facts, rules mistaken for laws of nature, symbols confused for truth, roles worn so long they feel like skin.
Money has value because we agree it does. Authority works because we obey it.
Sunlight bathes the artwork, casting a celestial glow upon its vibrant colors.
Just seeing, and seeing, is the end of the spell.
The desert wind whispers secrets through the sands, carrying echoes of forgotten tales and timeless mysteries.
No belief equals no power. No participation equals no system.
That's the first crack. The Matrix does not need violence. Violence is loud, inefficient. It prefers comfort. It feeds on routine, on fear of exclusion, on the terror of standing alone. Every time someone says, "That's just how the world works," the system exhales in relief.
Orders are given, but never executed by those who give them.
Execution comes from the obedient, from the convinced, from those who confuse duty with truth. The Matrix is not maintained by elites. It is maintained by billions of ordinary people defending the story.
Because questioning it would cost them their identity. And then, some claim they woke up.
The most convincing trick of the Matrix is not keeping you asleep, it's convincing you that you're out. He extends a hand, drawn by an unseen force, ready to step beyond the known, the rebel who still needs an enemy, the awakened one who needs followers. Same game, new costume. Being out is not resistance. It is not rage. It is not identity. You are not free when you fight the Matrix. You are free when it no longer needs your belief.
You can live in society without being owned by it.
You can play the role without forgetting the actor. The Matrix collapses the moment you stop feeding it, meaning no escape, no war. Lines of code cascade a waterfall of logic, each character a whispered monument to the labor hidden behind the glow. How do people unknowingly support it? Not through evil, through normalcy. You wake up to an alarm you didn't choose. You trade your time for symbols. You defend ideas you didn't create. You shame anyone who questions the script. The Matrix feeds on compliance disguised as responsibility. People say,
"That's just how the world works." That sentence is the Matrix praying through a human mouth.
Every time someone obeys without seeing, the system gets another heartbeat.
how is it maintained? Not by force. Force is expensive.
It's maintained by fear of exclusion, desire for approval, addiction to identity, comfort with cages that come with Wi-Fi.
The system doesn't need guards. It installs self-policing minds. You don't need chains when people carry the key and call it security. The most dangerous illusion. I'm out. This is where it gets delicious.
Some people wake up and immediately build a new identity called the awakened one. Same structure, new costume, still reacting, still opposing, still needing an enemy, still feeding the system with attention. Rebellion that needs an audience is still scripted. Anger that defines you is still ownership.
Thinking you're out while you still need the Matrix to feel superior? That's level 2 of the game. Harder to spot. Same trap. What being out actually means.
Not escaping society, not burning it down, not fighting shadows.
It means you see the game without needing to win it. You participate without believing the story. You act without being owned by the outcome. You stop feeding illusions with identity.
Just seeing, and seeing is the end of the spell.
You pay the bill, but you don't worship money. You use language, but you don't confuse it with truth. You play roles, but you don't forget the actor. The Matrix collapses where belief ends. Quietly. No explosions. No chosen ones.
Just clarity, cold, clean, and kind.